Ask Frankie Friday.
Not today. Don't ask him today.
Ask Frankie Friday.
Well, maybe you should ask him something today.
Ask Frankie Friday.
You know what? Go ahead and ask him something today.
Ask Frankie Friday.
Then he'll answer you on Friday.
What up? It's Friday, July 13th, 2012. I am Frankie FingerSkateSelective, and you're watching an all-new episode of Ask Frankie Friday. That's right. What up, homies? Welcome to another exciting episode of Ask Frankie Friday, the 13th. So we got a lot to get into tonight, including the all-new Tape and Box Workshop. So before we get going, let's go ahead and check out some of your trick clips, starting with this one here from the homie Twice and FB47. Gnarly. And I got a clip right over here from... What the? Anyway, the clip's from the A.F.F Productions. Nice! Let's go ahead and check out one more. It's from Skater Bean 1.
Ooh, yeah, yo, yeah.
Awesome. Alright, before we get rolling here, just a heads up that there is an FSS homework assignment due before next Tuesday. So if you haven't watched this week's Two Finger Tuesday yet, you better check it out
And get your homework done.
Alright, here we go.
Let's answer your questions.
Alright, the first question is from the homie The Skater Gator. What's the hardest trick on a fingerboard, and can you do it? The hardest trick is probably different for everyone. For me, it's heel flips. I hate them. They're stupid. Dumb stupid face heel flips. Next one is from Dylan Majru. When will your FSS CD be ready? I don't even know anymore. I really never have time to work on it, so I might just release what I've got ready, and it'll be what it be.
Know what it be?
Next one is from B-Man Kates1. Where did you get Forky? Forky! Just search on Amazon.com for RC Forklift. All his cousins are on there, and they're looking for good homes.
You already know.
The next one is from SN Skating Ninja. Do you play Minecraft? You know what? I'm not even really sure what that is. I know it's a game, and I've heard of it, the name of it anyway, but no, I don't play that.
I don't play that.
And the next one's from Mr. Scope Z011001. Can you laser flip? Sometimes. You need to check out my OGs clips, all of you. If you haven't seen my OGs clips, look them up. I think there's 3 of them, but I do a switch laser flip in one of them. So go check out my OGs clips. OHGEEZ clips, not OG. Yeah. And the next one's from Jacob DeBono. What do you think is harder, flipping into a grind or out of a grind? Maybe when I first started, I would say flipping into a grind, but now that I can do that pretty much every time, I would say flipping out is a little bit harder. What do you guys think? That's a good question. And the next one is from Skateboarder1231. How come we never see her face? This face? This face? This face? This face? That's all you guys see is my face. What do you mean? Alright, the last question of the day here is from SickFingers3000. Why don't you ship your eBay products to Norway? Yeah, sorry about that to my foreign homies. The reason I'm not shipping my eBay products outside the USA is only because I can't have the packages tracked outside the USA. So when I sell stuff that costs a good amount of money, I want to be able to track it and make sure it gets there okay and stuff like that, and I can only do that inside the United States. But regular Frankie Mail products go worldwide.
Yeah.
Alright guys, thank you to everyone who asked the question. Remember, if you have a question for me, go ahead and toss it right down there. Alright, you guys knew we were going to have a new Tape and Box Workshop, so let's do this.
FSS's Tape and Box Workshop.
What up everyone, welcome to today's Tape and Box Workshop. So today we're going to be making some stairs. They're not going to be huge, but they should work. And at first I was kind of sketchy about making stairs, but then I remembered you don't really have to make them so that they hold a lot of weight on the stair part, because you're never really going to touch the stair part because we're not going to have a rail over the stairs or anything like that. So basically you're just going to be jumping over the stairs. So it is what it is. So things I'm using for today's Tape and Box Workshop: a small Fruit Bites box, another exact same size Fruit Bites box, scissors. Kids, be very careful with the scissors. Make sure you either have your parents' permission or they're there helping you whenever you use scissors. And an X-Acto knife, and that goes double for this. You should not play with knives ever. And some tape, packing tape, and I also have some extra bubble wrap paper. This, you could use newspaper, anything. You'll see what we'll use that for in just a minute. Alright, so first things first, basically figure out what you want to do. This is going to be my deck part, and then I'm going to use the second box as the steps. So they'll be connected together together like this. This will be my writing surface up here, and then I'll jump over the steps from here over to here. So basically, we're going to leave this box alone because pretty much good to go. This box here, we're going to turn into some stairs to connect to this box. So it should be pretty cool. Plus, these are really the only boxes I have. But if you wanted to make it bigger, you could use like cereal boxes or anything. Just scale it up to bigger boxes. But it is what it is. So first of all, on this box, that's going to be our writing surface. Before I tape it shut, I'm going to open it up and I'm going to stuff some of that bubble paper down in there. You don't want to stuff it too much so that it bulges out. You just want to put a little bit in there just for some extra support, just like that. Not too much. Now that I got my bubble wrap in here, I'm going to go ahead and tape up this box. Remember, when you're building anything in the Tape and Box workshop, remember what side you're going to be writing on, and always remember to try and not get tape on your writing surface because you want that as smooth as possible. So there we go. That's our main writing part. So now we can turn this box into stairs. So I pretty much have an idea in my head. Will it work? I don't know. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my extremely sharp X-Acto knife, which you're going to be very careful if you use, right? I'm going to cut the side panels out. I'll go ahead and do that.
Let's go ahead and speed up the footage.
There's one. Alright, so there's what we got. When the box is on the side, you can see all we did is took out the side panels. So on this top part here, this is going to be my top. I'm going to go ahead and cut this top flap off. It's left over. And we'll probably end up cutting the bottom off, but I'm not worried about that right now. So what we got is our main writing surface, just like this. Then you got the open box over here. Now basically all we have to do is bend this top piece into stairs, tape the bottom one down to this, then trim off any extra. Then we'll worry about taping these two together. Should be pretty easy. All you do is open that up, run a piece of tape inside there around to this box. So pretty simple. On the steps, bending these straight is going to be pretty hard. So find something like a nugget sledge or anything you have that has a 90-degree edge. Figure out about how wide you want your steps to be, then use the edge of the platform to help make that initial bend. I think I got it. Alright, I can already tell if you try and make small steps like I'm doing here, it gets pretty confusing. You just gotta remember where your top step is at and then go from there. And this is the first time I've ever tried making stairs, so bear with me. Keep it bare. And it's kind of hard to keep them perfectly straight, even using a edge maker here. But does it have to be perfect? No. Alright, let me see where I'm at here. So that goes down. That's pretty good. I got lucky. And I stopped and left a big flat step at the bottom. That way I can tape it down to this bottom part. Just wrap tape around there. Let's put it up against here. Make sure it's flat. Then you gotta pull this out to wherever it's flat at. Steps are kind of goofy looking. Let me try and bend them. Get them 90-degree again. But remember, the steps don't have to be perfect because, again, you're just gonna be jumping over them. You shouldn't ever be putting really pressure on them. So let me go ahead and tape this flap down so that the steps stay up. Then we'll trim off the excess here. Make sure when you tape it down that the back is sort of straight. I got mine pretty good. And remember, right down here at the bottom of your step, that's still writing surface because you'll land down there somewhere. So try to keep the tape flat as possible. Wrap it over. So that's what we got so far. We got our big writing surface up to stairs. So now I think we'll trim off. I'm going to go ahead and trim it all the way over to the top of our top box there, just to try and give it a cleaner look. There we go. So there's our stairs. Here's our writing surface. Now the tricky part is getting the tape put through there without sticking it anywhere, then wrapping it around this box to hold the steps tight against the writing surface. So now I'll go ahead and try that. Maybe before I do all that, I'll cut a little piece, put it in there a ways, just to get a couple pieces to hold it straight while I'm taping the big piece. Alright, now this, so I'm gonna lay it down like this, the sticky side up. I'm gonna start feeding it through there very slowly. Now very carefully, I'm gonna pull it up, get it even, pull this side around, and I'm gonna pull this side around. Perfect. That actually came out very, 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 very good. I can't believe it, really. Again, you wouldn't want to put much pressure on these, but you're just going to be jumping over them. So, very, very cool. Also, one thing you could do down here, if you had more cardboard, you could put like a bank ramp going up onto here, or you could just ollie onto it pretty low, so you don't really have to have a massive ollie to get up on there, and you can do your tricks down. Alright guys, so that's it for the stairs in today's Tape and Box workshop. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how you can make some stairs. It is a pretty easy deal. Came out a lot better than I thought, so I definitely recommend that you guys try it. And after you do make one, make sure you take a picture of it and send me a picture to FSSpictures@yahoo.com, and I'll show a picture of your steps on the next Tape and Box workshop. But for now, I'm going to do a couple tricks down these for you, and it is what it is. Those stairs actually came out pretty good. Remember, if you make a set of stairs or any kind of homemade ramp, be sure to snap a picture of it, then send it along with your YouTube name to FSSpictures@yahoo.com. Then I'll show it on my next Tape and Box workshop. And speaking of ramps that you guys made, you guys sent in pics from the last Tape and Box workshop. So
let's check out your ramp.
Awesome, I'll say it again, you guys are the best at making ramps. Also, you might have noticed that it wasn't just homemade rails in there. There were some other ramps and stuff, and that's fine. You guys don't always have to make the same ramp as me. Make whatever you think is cool, but just remember to send in a pic so we can all check it out. Okie dokie, I got some Frankie mail here to read, but before we get into that, let's go ahead and check out some more of your trick clips. Here's one from the homie eBerg57.
Frankie finger decks.
What the? Whoa! Toe boarding? Gnarly. Alright, here we go with another clip. This one's from Dope Fingers. Yeah. And we'll go ahead and check out one more. This one here is from Board Fingers 1.
Yo, yay.
You too can have one of your trick clips featured right here on FSS. All you gotta do is email your trick clip along with your YouTube name to FSSTOTD@yahoo.com.
It is what it is, what it is, what it is. It is what it is, what it is, what it is. It is what it is, what it is, what it is.
Alright, here we go!
Let's read some Frankie mail.
Alright, the first one here is from my homie James in Hamilton, Ontario. That's Canada. If you don't know, now you know. He sent 20 American dollars, and thank you for sending American. I appreciate it. Helps me out a lot. Says, Dear Frankie, what up, man? I love your videos. Here's 20 bucks. Can you send me 1 pack of grippy tape, an FSS chair in black, 1 pack of crown pivot cups, and an original sticker? Thanks. From Steezy Bling Boy, aka James. Yes. Like I said, James lives in Canada, and he sent US money. Anytime you can do that, I really appreciate it, so thank you a lot. Be on the lookout in the mail. The next one is from my homie Eddie Scoots, who lives in Hong Kong. He also sent US dollars, which is very, very cool. He sent 4 bucks. He wrote, Hey Frankie, it's Eddie Scoots again. Can I have 1 original, 1 change, 1 remix, and 1 limited edition head sticker? Please send them to yada yada. Then he has his address. Then he says, thanks from your homie Edward. And he also included a very cool picture. Check this out. FSS. FingerSkateSelective. That is awesome. I love it. Definitely gonna scan it, throw it on the Frankie frame. Shout out to Eddie Scoots. Be on the lookout in the mail. And the last one of the day is from my homie in Singapore. His name is Izat. He sent 19 Singapore dollars, which is fine. You can send any kind of foreign paper money as long as it's paper, no coins. He writes, "Hey Frankie, love your videos. They are awesome. Keep up the great work. I would like 1 pack of FSS grippy tape, 1 pack of pivot cups, and a set of weirdo wheels. I gave you 19 Singapore dollars. I checked the currency converter online to make sure it was enough to equal US dollars. Thanks Frankie. Yo yay." Then he has his address and stuff. So thank you Izat. Big shout out. I got a lot of homies in Singapore. So shout out to everyone in Singapore and everyone around the world. You already know. But shout out to the homie James, Eddie Scoots, and Izat. And I gotta say thank you to everyone who's sent in Frankie mail. Remember guys, I can't read every single letter I get on air, but I do read every single letter, so don't worry about that. You too can send in Frankie mail. Check out the info. Frankie Fingerdex, P.O. Box 256, Beverly Shores, Indiana, 46301, USA. Alright then, Bubbles and Bubettes, that about does it for this episode of Ask Frankie Friday, the 13th. So along with getting your homework done for Tuesday, remember, you gotta email your trick clips to be featured right here on FSS while you're at it. Email your pics and drawings for the Frankie frame and represent. Send in your Frankie mail and or buy an FSS product. Make sure you ask a question for next Friday's A.F.F. Thank you guys for watching and supporting FSS. I really appreciate it. Now very gently without hitting your Hitachi. Purr up there, purr up, purr up. I will see you guys sooner than later.